to Tzu Chi This Week. I'm Helen Liao. It's good to have you with us. Coming up in today's show, Tzu Chi volunteers in China are distributing relief items to flood victims in Shidu town of Fangshan district. And Tzu Chi volunteers in China's Fujian province are handing out scholarship aid to needy students from 2 different high schools. To mark the 7th lunar month, Tzu Chi volunteers in Penghu, Taiwan are encouraging the residents to celebrate the occasion in a more eco-friendly style. The recent typhoons caused massive flooding in various countries, including Taiwan, China, and the Philippines. On July 21st, China's Beijing was struck by the worst flooding in 61 years, with Fangshan and Mentogo districts the worst hit. Soon after the disaster, Tzu Chi launched several disaster coordination centers and a free clinic, which will be held over this weekend. On August 16th, Tzu Chi's aid distribution at Shidu town of Fangshan district was joined by director and employees of a local courier company.
In China, at the Fangshan district, box after box of relief supplies from Taiwan are about to be distributed to those in need.
祝您早日的恢复家园，祝您注意身体健康，祝您全家都幸福快乐。
Using both hands to present the clothes, blankets, and necessities pack, Tzu Chi volunteers bow 90 degrees and ask after the residents' well-being, enlisting a rare smile.
We suffered a great disaster. It's very moving, very moving. We're simple farmers, so we don't articulate our emotions well.
Many volunteers wanted to join in at this 3rd distribution in Fangshan district, including a courier service and its employees.
This charity event that Tzu Chi Foundation started gave us the opportunity to participate. By using our trucking services to help Tzu Chi, we can do something for society. It is our duty.
Since the beginning of the month, the courier service has provided, free of charge, the use of 23 large trucks and 150 employees to help out Tzu Chi's efforts. This outpouring of kindness warms all corners of the disaster zone.
In China, following the 7.21 flood in Beijing, Tzu Chi volunteers continue to provide daily necessities like instant rice and blankets for the residents in the Mentogo district. Fortunately, the government already altered the course of the river, so the flooding was not as serious as in the Fangshan district. A little boy reads every single word and sentence of Master Zheng Yin's letter. Even though he might not be able to read everything, he's very happy. After the disaster, young and old are grateful for the Tzu Chi volunteers who are distributing relief items. The items include instant rice, noodles, blankets, and relief packs. When the volunteers walk into the temporary shelter, many of the flood victims burst into tears. With both hands, volunteers pull victims into their embrace in hope of easing the wound that were left by the painful memories. This time, the victims are very lucky that Mentogo district's Datai area react quick and dredge the river, helping limit the damage.
In order to protect ourselves and our property, we need to respect nature and its laws. Only like this, we can live together peacefully.
To coexist with the earth, one needs to rethink environmental protection. This time, many of the flood victims are mining workers. The volunteers accompany the victims in hope of easing their pain and sorrow as soon as possible. In preparation of the aid distribution for Beijing's flood victims in China, over 1,000 Tzu Chi volunteers and local volunteers have come together to pack the relief items. Government officials have also shown up to give a helping hand. This outpouring of love from people from all walks of life has been truly inspirational for all these involved.
In China, teachers, students, and businesses all have come out to help pack relief items for the victims of the recent Beijing flood. After instructions are given, everyone quickly gets to work.
When I first got here, the feeling here overwhelmed me. There's so many people here working tirelessly away for others. I also wanted to do my part to help out.
Disaster victims are suffering and we should offer our help. Many people are helping out Zhangfang town. All these efforts are very moving.
Thanks for Tzu Chi for providing this opportunity to lend a helping hand.
Everyone is working tirelessly away. Those not packing the items are asked to help sort the remaining recyclables. Even children are doing their best to help out.
On the surface, these tasks are tiring and hard, but when you are doing the task, you'll find that many people are willing to help you out, as they know that helping out others is like helping yourself out. I've learned so much from this.
Some children help sort recyclables during the packaging. Some head into the kitchen with volunteers to help prepare food for those working away. As the work comes to an end, everyone gathers in a circle for the sign language song, "We Are One Family." One volunteer of the Islamic faith was moved to tears experiencing this love.
Participating in this event brought up emotions that left me speechless. I felt like spreading the love to others.
Great love is really without boundaries.
In the Philippines, after being hit by Typhoon Sala that brought heavy rainfall to various areas, on August 14th, Tzu Chi established a work relief program in Rizal province. The purpose of the program is to give participants a chance to earn money while cleaning up their homes. Today, we follow our Dai TV reporter to Kaslihan village, where many are working hard to clean up the area.
Large bobcats are in operation in Kasiglan village in Rizal province of the Philippines. This place is the village's 1K district. Many residents moved here 2 years ago, but this is the first time they've experienced such heavy rain showers.
Around midnight, the flood is getting started up because the dams, they flow up some water. So, yeah, they open 3 dams. The reason why the floods get up, then the water is stuck here, and even the mud.
As mud is blocking houses and roads, residents are still continuing their cleanup. With the help of Tzu Chi's work relief program, the work is being done faster and smoother.
What Tzu Chi gave us is very important. We get money and tools to clean up. Without Tzu Chi's help, we wouldn't have been able to do so, and we wouldn't have been able to remove the mud.
In fact, there's another low-lying area in the K district in which lives 44 households. Some of them have been living in the area for at least 25 years. The residents can only watch as the water rises or retreats. To get rid of the garbage brought by the flood, the local residents can only dig a hole and put in biodegradable trash.
We use this hole to bury all the biodegradable trash. As for the other garbage, it is put into bags and taken away by trucks.
30-year-old Oliva Meralune, with a swollen left cheek, leaves the Tzu Chi volunteers worried.
1 year? I've already had this for a year. At the beginning, it was a small blister inside my mouth. After a while, it got bigger and bigger.
A 6-person family has an average income of about $3 per month and therefore unable to afford medical treatment. But the work relief program is helping subsidize the flood victims. In Kasiglan village, whether it is new residents or natives who has been living in the area for 20 years, neither group has been able to escape the flood. However, with Tzu Chi's work relief program, they are getting a chance to rebuild their lives.
In Quanzhou of China's southern Fujian province, Tzu Chi volunteers held a string of ceremonies to distribute scholarship aid to needy students. Scholarship recipients from Nanqiao High School were also invited to participate in sorting recyclables at a local recycling station. Let's take a look.
In China's Fujian province, Tzu Chi volunteers invited scholarship recipients to participate in sorting recyclables. Shi Manyi brought along her grandfather and grandmother to participate in the fun.
You can pick up bottles and trash from the street. Little tasks collectively will make a large impact. If everyone did a little, our society will be better.
What Tzu Chi provides isn't only financial support, but also emotional support. Scholarship recipient Hong Tingting, who lost her father, has learned to value the precious time she has left with her mother.
At this moment, I want to say to you, Mom, I love you.
Scholarship recipient Huang Qiumiao was abandoned at birth. With her adoptive father now crippled and unable to work, she vows to reciprocate the love he has shown her.
I think I will be able to. Even if I'm married, I will still financially support my father.
Yang Liyan was inspired to stop receiving financial aid as she felt she's gained so much more than financial support.
Over the past 3 months, what I've learned is reciprocation. Tzu Chi has helped me understand what reciprocation really is.
With love boosting the students' self-confidence, these children learn to reciprocate the love they've received.
To help those in need survive the coldness of winter, Tzu Chi volunteers in Bloemfontein of South Africa held tent distribution to help over 4,000 people in half a month. This year, rice donations from Tzu Chi was also included in the relief items. Despite facing financial difficulties, over 80% of the local volunteers still joined the distribution to help others.
In Bloemfontein, South Africa, local residents wearing warm clothing are waiting for the start of the aid distribution. Many poor families have to spend the cold winter in houses where there's no water or electricity. For them, the timely help is truly a savior. Despite the difficult environment, the optimistic South Africans are still singing and dancing to welcome Tzu Chi volunteers. The residents know that these caregivers are not only providing aid supplies, but giving them an opportunity to help those in greater need.
If you have a coin that you would like to also put in, then we will help someone else with this money. And if you don't have money with you, then you can make a good thought, a good wish.
This year's winter distribution in Bloemfontein are mainly aimed at helping schools and poor communities. Volunteers held distribution in 10 communities in Pieterswald and other areas, as well as social welfare and care centers.
We hope you our love spread to everyone to keep during the winter is warm. Yeah.
Despite the language barriers, volunteers hand out 20 kilos worth of rice and winter clothes to every family. For those underprivileged families, the aid supplies are like gifts from angels. The supplies brought by Tzu Chi volunteers will not only help the residents survive the cold winter, but also warm their hearts with love.
To the 7th lunar month, which began yesterday, Tzu Chi volunteers went to the Tianho Temple in Penghu to promote the use of fruits as offering and the concept of burning less joss paper to protect the environment. Meanwhile, the volunteers also visited local residents and invited them to take part in Tzu Chi's blessing ceremony.
Many residents of the Huxi township of Penghu gather at the Tianhou Temple to attend an event held by Tzu Chi volunteers who are promoting environmental concepts. For this 7th lunar month, the temple has responded to Tzu Chi's initiative by encouraging their followers to use fruits as offerings.
The purpose of the 7th lunar month is to encourage people to do good deeds in the hopes that everyone can support charity. 3 years ago, we started to ask our followers to use fruits as offerings.
The 7th lunar month is a happy and auspicious month. We worship gods with happiness and use fruits as offerings. My daughter always asks me not to burn just paper.
Many residents in Penghu are seniors with traditional ideas when it comes to worshipping their ancestors. Therefore, Tzu Chi volunteers work through the community to encourage them to stop burning just paper.
Master Zhen Yan encourages us to burn less just paper during the 7th lunar month because it's better for our earth. Just a little just paper can still show our sincerity.
This lucky charm is for you. It will bring you peace and luck.
Just before the 7th lunar month, Tzu Chi volunteers convey the right message to residents in Penghu, as well as bringing them peace and blessings.
The Tzu Chi Malacca chapter in Malaysia launched a Happy Campus program this summer to promote health education at schools in remote areas. This time, medical students from Tzu Chi University in Taiwan volunteered to teach students how to look after their health. Thanks to her lively and interactive teaching styles, the students all quickly learned how to take care of themselves.
Here in Malaysia, under the Happy Campus program held by Tzu Chi Malacca chapter, Tzu Chi volunteers travel to schools in remote areas to teach students personal health care.
At the school, some students' families may not be able to make ends meet. Therefore, they might lack information on personal health questions. You should brush your teeth twice a day and brush the upper and the lower teeth gently.
The lecture today is designed by a medical student from Tzu Chi University in Taiwan, Tzu Chi This, who has lived in Malacca since young. This is her first time to volunteer to help her fellow countrymen.
I didn't know there was a school in such a remote area. If what I taught them today can inspire them to study hard or take better care of themselves, I will be very happy.
Unlike traditional teaching formats, Tzu Chi This used lively approaches to explain the right way to brush teeth and wash hands, and also play a video clip to teach students not to waste food.
Ms. Chen taught us how to brush our teeth and take care of our personal health. The video clip also taught us not to waste food.
We also remind them to brush their teeth and wash their hands, but now they are more likely to follow these instructions because of Tzu Chi's lively and energetic teaching style. Students also learned the importance of cherishing their food.
The Happy Campus program not only helps the students learn how to take care of themselves, but also gives Tzu Chi This an opportunity to make a contribution to her fellow countrymen.
The Youth Assembly at the United Nations was held in New York from August 1st to 4th. Youth representatives of different NGOs from all over the world gathered together to share their experiences. Tzu Ching was also invited to this special occasion, during which they promote the power of 5 as a way to help children in South Africa.
Welcome to you all.
The Youth Assembly of the United Nations is where young people can exchange and share experiences. 17-year-old Brittany says she used the internet to collect donations for hurricane victims when she was just 12. participating Tzu Chis also cherish every opportunity to share their experiences with others.
Without having to actively pursue those, which is a good thing and a bad thing in my opinion. As for the differences within our own programming as Tzu Chi, I think this year we really built upon the foundation that last year's Tzu Chi experience set for us.
Through a sign language performance, the Tzu Chi share with their audience the ideal of contentment. The youth volunteers also took the opportunity to promote the Power of Five campaign in hopes of gathering $5 donations from far and wide to help poor children in South Africa.
A good thing to instill in children, to teach them that, you know, if you've never left the United States, you think the whole world is like this, but when you leave the United States, you understand how people really live and what there are so many situations of poverty.
I got really excited when I actually first came here to New York, and I actually cried the first day because I couldn't believe that I was at a conference to go to the United Nations.
For the next few days, the busy New York City will be filled with Tzu Chi's smiles and happiness.
In Bangkok, Thailand, senior resident Chaloy lives with her mentally challenged son under a highway bridge. For the past 5 years, Tzu Chi volunteers have been caring for the mother and son pair. Recently, the volunteers decided to build a house for the senior. Sitting under the roof watching the volunteers digging the foundation, happiness showed through Chalo's eyes. She still can't believe she's getting a new house. 5 years ago, Tzu Chi volunteers met the senior who back then lived under a highway bridge with her mentally challenged son. When it rained, they could only take cover under a plastic mat.
This new house is our hope. Before, we slept under a highway bridge, and when it rained, I gave my son the plastic cover. It is okay if I get a little wet.
Living under the bridge is hard, but for the senior, it was still home. Unfortunately, the government forced the senior out of the area recently.
The area under the bridge is the government's property. After that, the senior lived with her sister's family. Her sister has a lot of family members, so it was hard for them to stay there.
The volunteers decided to build a house next to the senior sister's house. Although the area has no electricity, water, or bathroom, the senior is still very happy. She tells the volunteers that she can use candles at night and buckets to get rainwater. Despite the rain, the volunteers speed up their work so they can finish the house as soon as possible.
Helping the senior build her house can cultivate blessings for us. I heard that she lives with her son under the highway, so today I came here with 3 friends to help.
In less than a week, the new home is finally done. The volunteers decorate the house with plastic mats and new furniture. Today, a group of Tzu Chis and volunteers also came to help paint the house. A little boy, Slida, also participated in the good work.
I feel bad for the grandma because there's no electricity and water. She's living in hardship, so I want to help her out.
I am very happy and touched. I wish everyone health and happiness.
To express her thanks, the senior hugged Slida with a smile. Thanks to everyone's hard work, the seniors finally has a new home. Have a good weekend.